You guys have been asking for years at this point for me to check out a Harley Benton guitar. And the truth is, well, to be honest, I don't really know why it took me so long. But today we're gonna remedy that situation and check out the cheapest metal as Harley Benton guitar. What's up everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Taylor, and yes, it's true. I have put off checking out a Harley Benton for years at this point. I don't know why, it wasn't intentional or anything, like no shade, but I finally got around to checking them out and there are a ton of models. I figured, why not go right to the bottom of the barrel and buy the cheapest one? Well, the cheapest metal one, you know, because I'm a metalhead. Please don't leave me any comments saying that you're disappointed I didn't play any John Mayer riffs. So I bought this, and while we are on that subject, I did in fact buy this guitar with my own monies. Harley Benton has nothing to do with this video, but today's video does have a sponsor, and that sponsor is Gator Cases and Sweetwater. I made a video a while back on the TSA series Gator cases where I threw it down some stairs, kicked it off a loading dock, and even dropped it from about 15 feet onto concrete. All the tests to see how it held up, and I still use that case after all that, so I'd say it held up pretty well. While we are on that subject, one valid criticism that I received in that video was I didn't try a compression test, you know, like standing on it. So let's do that now. And my guitar is just fine. Cool. The Gator TSA series cases are made from molded polyethylene. They have a plush interior to prevent scratches and scrapes. There is a molded neck cradle to support the guitar's neck, not your neck, which is especially helpful while traveling through different climates. Rounded latch housings so they don't get snagged on your bass player's chain wallet, ergonomic injection molded handles, and this particular model that I have here comes with a built-in LED light, which I don't know if I can ever go back to a normal case after having this. So thank you to Gator Cases and Sweetwater. You know the deal. If you use the link in the description, it helps out this channel at no additional cost to you. Yay! Okay, so back to this guitar. I bought this guitar a couple weeks ago now. I'm not sure, this thing has a big B, not sure why. Maybe this is B stock? I guess we will find out. It was in between this one and the one that looks like a blacked out Jim Root Stratocaster, I believe. And I chose this one because, although that one is super hello. Oh, look, we got a whammy bar and an Allen wrench, a couple Allen wrenches. Although that guitar is super metal, this one just edges it, okay? We got a cable in there, no one's excited about that. Take the rubber band off the headstock here. Oh yeah, dude. You see the reverse headstock? You guys see now why I picked this guitar, you know? It's got the reverse headstock. Let's just pull this whole thing off here. Yeah, look at that. It's got a few things that I hate right away, but that's okay. Out of the case, it's not so bad. Progressive series. I wonder if this guitar is gonna be disappointed in my guitar playing skills. Because, you know, not progressive. Yeah, that was a stupid joke. This is the Harley Benton HWY-25 BKS Progressive Series Matte Black. Blah. That is a mouthful. It is a basswood body guitar with a maple bolt-on neck. The neck profile is a modern C, and I would say that that's pretty accurate. It is not the thinnest C profile I have ever felt, but it is a far cry from the chunkiest C-shaped profile I have ever felt. The fretboard material is Roseacer? God damn it, I gotta look this up now. The fretboard material is made out of Roseacer, which, if I'm reading this correctly, is roasted maple? It doesn't look like roasted maple, but I'm just reading this off the internet. It has 24 unlisted, we're gonna call these medium jumbo frets, a reversed headstock. It is in matte black. The scale length is 25.5 inches. The nut width is 42 millimeters. We have a double action truss rod. The Predator inlay on the 12th fret, which is definitely original. Never seen this anywhere before. We have two high output humbuckers. I wouldn't call these high output myself, but we'll get into that more in the video. Black hardware die-cast machine heads, and this guitar retails for $189 US at the time of making this video. And it has one of these Strat style tremolos. Not my favorite thing ever, especially on budget guitars. I talk about this all the time, but I just think you should put hardtail bridges on beginner budget guitars. Someone pointed out to me in the comments that the reason they do this is because they're forward thinking and that you could upgrade to a better tremolo if you wanted to without this, without having to route the body. You would still have to route this out for a Floyd Rose or something like that. You would, it's a completely different tremolo setup. Yeah, you know, right away, the quality control on this thing is like not, aesthetically not great. I have some weird stuff going on here, man. So there's nothing right away wrong mechanically with the guitar. No sharp fret ends. None of the typical bullshit that plagues budget guitars. But there's some weird stuff, dude. Like I have glue, like just straight up glue on the side of the fretboard. I mean, we could probably get that off, but it's like, ugh. Someone jizzed on my fretboard, gross. This whole thing is like streaked with glue. We'll get some B-roll of this, but this whole thing is like streaked with glue all the way across the fretboard right here. But yeah, it's all over the side of the neck. But, you know, we can forgive all that if it's a good value guitar and everything else is pretty quality. Which so far it looks like it is, for the most part. I mean, the neck looks really straight. I don't really see anything that's like causing me concern. Look at it, it looks pretty badass, right? Like, did I do a good job? Did I do a good job, Dad? It looks kind of cool, right? It looks pretty f***ing metal. I have this Harley Benton, whatever this is. This Harley Benton Progressive Series metal as f*** guitar. I have this guitar plugged into this PRS MT15. One of my favorite lunchbox, one of my favorite amplifiers, period. This is a great amplifier. That is being boosted with the Devil Overdrive from my company, Obsidian Audio. Links for that in the description. I'm running that into my Mesa 4x12 cabinet. We will run it through more options later on in this video. I will plug this in to a free plugin for you guys who just, you know, want to hear it through the most budget-ist thing ever. We'll do that. But I just wanted to plug this into something right away. I haven't even set up this guitar yet, which I'll do here in a minute. The reason why I wanted to plug this guitar in and check it out before I set it up is I was a little concerned with the pickups and some things I've seen with Harley Bentons and them being noisy, you know, and I just thought that'd be a good thing to know before I like take the strings off and if I potentially have to go in there and fix some wiring. And I'm glad I did because actually, when I first plugged this guitar in, I got no output out of it. Like there was just no sound. And then I like wiggled this jack and I got... And then as if by magic, it started making sound. So I definitely want to open this jack up and just make sure everything's wired in there correctly. It hasn't cut out yet, but yeah, there's definitely something weird going on in there that needs some attention. But you know, other than that, it plays really good right out of the box. And lastly, I'm thinking about setting this up in a super low Chungus tuning, like drop G sharp or something like that. It is in E standard right now. This is the way it came to me. Let's turn this boost off here because it has a noise gate built into it. So, you know, the pickups aren't terribly noisy. There is quite a bit of spring noise though. We will take care of that when we set up the guitar. I'll show you how to easily take care of that. But let's actually go to the clean channel and let's just do the pickup demonstration now while I have E's, while I have it in E standard. Here's the bridge pickup. The output doesn't seem that loud to me. Like it's fine, it sounds very, very clean, but the output seems a little bit low, if I'm being honest. Middle position. Neck. Yeah, let's go back over the lead channel though. The pickups do sound very tight though. Like this guitar sounds very good for a budget guitar. And it's playing really well so far. I will give you more of my opinions later on in this video as I've had more time to formulate them, especially with setting it up and everything. I'm sure that could change, but you know, so far it's like... It's pretty comfortable to play. A little noisy with the springs, kind of excessive, but yeah, let's go set this thing up and see what it sounds like in a much lower tuning. Okay, those of you familiar with the channel know how this goes, but for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm basically gonna set this guitar up. I'm gonna stop along the way, point out anything that I think like might be relevant to you, you know, that you might want to know if you were looking at one of these guitars. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, so issue number one that I'm having right away. I can't get the strings out of here. These strings are stuck in these holes. Now, I have come across this with budget guitars before. You know, I'm just gonna have to find something to... This looks inappropriate, but I'm just gonna have to find something to jam up in there and pop the string ball out of the bridge. But I actually had a really interesting comment about this recently. If I can find that, I'll throw that up on screen now. But basically, the guy was saying that like the metals that they use on cheaper strings for budget guitars. It's like a different kind of metal and it corrodes, especially when it's like in containers going overseas and stuff like that. Maybe that's what's going on here. I don't know, but yeah, it's definitely stuck, so we gotta take care of that. Okay, that was actually much easier than the last time. Let me show you. Just in case you ever experienced this. I just took like a small Allen wrench and put it in here, and then I just flipped the guitar over and gently smacked the Allen wrench into the hole. Very gently. You're not trying to destroy the bridge, you're just trying to unlodge the string. You know what I'm saying? So they actually weren't in there that bad. It wasn't nearly as bad as the last time this happened, but yeah, I just thought I'd let you know how I solved that problem. Okay. Okay, we have new strings on. I couldn't find any issue with the jack. I don't know, we're just gonna toss that up to weird ghost or something. I have no idea. There's nothing wrong with the jack, so I put the jack back on. I do have the back open up though, and we are gonna take care of this spring noise. Now you can put whatever you need to in here, but that's actually what you're hearing. You know, especially on a guitar like this, I'm not gonna use this tremolo at all. I'm not really worried about it. Now, if you were doing this on Floyd Rose and you were using the Floyd Rose all the time, when these strings expand, they can pinch whatever you put in here, so you want to be very careful about what you put in there is not able to be pinched in the springs because it will stop the Floyd Rose from going back to 0 and cause you tuning issues. But we're not worried about that with this one because I'm not going to use the tremolo on this at all. So I just took this piece of foam that I have, and I'm just going to stuff it in there like that. I think that's going to be fine, and then we're just going to put this plate back on like so, and that should stop all the spring noise. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to tune it up. I'm going to intonate it, potentially adjust the neck. Hopefully I don't have to adjust the neck, but I might have to adjust the neck. And then, yeah, we'll just see where we're at then. Okay. Back. This guitar is in drop G sharp. We're just gonna go ahead and go straight into boost mode here. Sounds pretty awesome, dude. I don't know. We still have a little bit of... The string noise is like more under control, but it's still there. Maybe I should have put some more foam in there. It sounds super chonky. You know, I actually really like these pickups a lot the more that I'm playing with them. I think they sound really good for a budget guitar like this. It sounds pretty good, dude, but I can already hear a fictitious internet contrarian in the comments below telling me like,
yeah, of course it sounds good. You're playing it through $3,000 worth of gear.
Those people normally don't understand how much gear costs. But I hear you, fictitious internet contrarian. Let's plug this in directly into my audio interface, and we can hear it through a free plugin. That's cheap, right? That's budgety. Yeah, let's do that. Sounds pretty chungus, dude. It sounds pretty chonky to me. Gotta fix that spring noise. That's the only issue. There's still just some spring noise in there, and maybe it's just like where I put the foam. Maybe I should have put it more back towards like the other end of the springs. I don't know. Or just more foam. Like just shove more foam in there. That probably would have been the best. Okay, let me give you my thoughts on this guitar. I've always been really interested in Harley Benton. I bought 2 of the vertical 2x12 cabinets a while back that had vintage 30s in it, and those cabinets cost less than just buying vintage 30s by themselves. So, you know, kind of a weird, like, why would you not just buy the cabinet? But anyways, I digress. I bought those cabinets and I was really impressed. I was like, wow, this is like incredible value. I think that this is a really good value also with a caveat here. Now, I obviously bought a B, I didn't realize I bought a B stock guitar when I bought this guitar, but I did buy a B stock guitar. So take my opinions here with a grain of salt, but I think that it is good But it's better if you at least know how to set up a guitar and know how to work on guitars a little bit. And I know there's a good amount of you that are beginners and don't know how to do those things, and that's why I mention it. Because like right out of the box, there were definitely some sort of like weird issues with it, you know? But if you follow along and you want to do this stuff, or you want to learn how to like, you know, do some setups, you're on YouTube already, right? So I'm sure you just search how to adjust a neck. My point is, like, just know that you're probably gonna have to do that. Now, again, this is a B stock guitar, so maybe that's the case. Maybe if I had bought an A stock guitar, it would have been better. I don't really know. I'm gonna have to try another Harley Benton guitar. Let me know what Harley Benton guitar I should try in the future. The glue here is like a little bit annoying. It's not a deal breaker. The neck itself is really straight. The fretwork is really good. I like the reverse headstock. I like the flat black finish. The pickups sound really good for a bunch of guitars. Now, they're not as high output as I'm used to. Like, I don't really play EMGs, so, you know, that's not saying a lot. I just noticed it does have a QC pass sticker on here. Who did QC on this guitar? They're like, yeah, that glue's normal. It'll be fine. I think with all of that said, I still have my original opinion about Harley Benton guitars, which is they're kind of like a crazy value. I mean, I bought this guitar for under $200. I think aesthetically it looks really cool. I think it plays really nice. The neck is a C shape. I would actually go as far as to say this is like a thin C. You know, it's not like a Jackson Speed neck. It's more in line with like maybe a Solar neck or something like that. All in all, to those of you that have requested to have me check out a Harley Benton guitar, I finally did it. And I thank you for requesting I do it, because you're right, great guitars for the money. All right, shout out to Gator Cases and Sweetwater for sponsoring this video. Shout out to you for being here with me. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. If you like what I do here on the channel, consider subscribing or being super duper OP and joining these beautiful people over here on Patreon. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.